psychedelic coffee hour. Expand your day and your mind. Welcome to the Grove. It's where we gather in the morning to start our day, get inspiration. Who's the Last Poets? Is that a group? Spoetry. We had a great night last night. I did. We did a little panel dance. I danced. And we decided that we're going to make the evening streams. We're going to expand them, and really all of these streams, into a salon, a little creative space where artists can come and share their videos, their music, their poetry, their art. We really had a good vibe going last night. We were very creative and interactive. And we had a member that had a video of her reading a poem she wrote on YouTube. And she played that, and it was so powerful, so inspirational. It took me to a place that I want to stay in and operate from now. It set a standard. That's what it did. So we want more of that here. So I've decided in the morning we're going to start incorporating some poetry, some music, videos. We're going to do a little dancing, jazzercising to get the blood pumping out on the streets when the traffic starts jumping. This thing is growing. So that's what I'm here for. And then I also want to lay out a little topic for the day. So kind of continuing on. You know what? Why don't we do poetry first? I'm just going to read a poem by my favorite modern poet. His name is Wallace Stevens. He wrote, I don't know, maybe early 1900s to late 1950s, maybe. And this is one of his first poems. Hey, Waffle. Good to see you as well. Thanks for stopping by for Morning Vibes. Just stopping in and saying hi. Adds to the vibe. So cool. And enjoy the trip. This one's called Blanche McCarthy. And it is one of his earlier poems. And I think you'll relate to it just based on what happens here. Look in the terrible mirror of the sky, and not in this dead glass, which can reflect only the surfaces, the bending arm, the leaning shoulder, and the searching eye. Look in the terrible mirror of the sky. Oh, bend against the invisible, and lean to symbols of descending night, and search the glare of revelations going by. Look in the terrible mirror of the sky. See how the absent moon waits in a glade of your dark self, and how the wings of stars upward from unimagined coverts fly. There you go. That's some morning poetry. I'll read a different poem every day, and you're welcome to come up and read yours or send me yours, and I'll read them. We'll also do a little bit of music. Unfortunately, there is no new cow and chicken, but there's an old one that I don't think I've played before. Cruising with Cow and Chicken. So we'll take that little journey and do some jazzercise. All right, here's some music to get us inspired from Just Frank, Cruising with Cow and Chicken. I like. Oh, wait. This is a cruise I would take. Especially with that sexy cow. Look at that bovine. I'm a sucker for a pair of shades and a tight t-shirt. Chicken, you got some competition. Kitty, kitty. It is sexy time. You know what? I can dance a little bit to this. We can work our jazzercise. And anyone is welcome to come up and participate. Dance, jazzercise, act the fool, cut up, get your morning going. This is healthy, I promise. At least it's helping me get some and having fun. I know, huh? We're all budding geniuses. We just didn't realize it until the AI showed up. Whew. Yo, but this is actual work. I'm panting. I'm getting a little bit moist. It probably means I'm out of shape. Which I shouldn't be, because I want the bar. It's sexy, sexy time. Sexy, sexy time. Sexy, sexy time. Sexy, sexy time. It's always sexy time here. It's sexy time. It's art time. Creativity time. Healing time. All of that can be sexy. I want to get some fire whips. Oh, that'll be my next upgrade. We'll take Jazzercise to the next level. All right, Frank. That was definitely some inspiration. Thank you for starting us off with that. All right, I'll talk a little bit about the topic today, and then we'll do a little bit more artsy-fartsy stuff. And Jazzercise. I didn't drop the link. I just realized. Okay, let me get the topic out the way, and then I'll put the link in. It's kind of continuing on from yesterday when I talked about the fantasy version we have of just people in general, but the people around here. And sometimes it collides with the reality of that person, the part that you don't control. And how we have to maybe step back, stop trying to over-dominate, over-control, and find that opportunity to kind of flow with the current. And we talked about one reason that clash happens. It feels so violent inside when it does. Like there's a lot of anger, frustration, confusion, because the world's not lining up with your expectation of the world. And how what's happening there is this fantasy version of the world you had is being replaced by reality. And that illusion that you thought was reality is going away, is dying, it's passing. And there's a grief process to that. Like losing the person that we thought somebody was, or losing the community that we thought was one thing, and having to slowly accommodate our realization and awareness to the reality of what it actually is. That can be a very painful process. No wonder we fight so hard to defend those illusions. And remember we talked about the 5 modes of awareness. There's a stream somewhere on it. And the first was that mythic layer where it's if our imagination, if we could do anything we want, if we had the power of a god, we see ourselves as gods, we see ourselves as unlimited power. We can instantly enact our will. We see other people as potential gods. One layer down, you move to the romantic layer, where it's more idealized. You see yourself as a hero. People are villains, or people are victims. The dragons, the princess, the rescue, the kingdom. You see it kind of through this idealized world that's a little more black and white. The good, it's easy to tell the good people from the bad people. It kind of has this cartoonish, archetypal quality to it. And those are the two layers of vision and imagination. That's where those fantasies reside. You're probably romanticizing or idealizing yourself and the people around you, which is fine because when we get to that third layer, the leadership layer, that's kind of the layer where those ideals start to meet reality. And leadership is partly about hanging on to certain ideals in the face of reality and manifesting them in reality, making those ideals become reality. That's part of what leadership is. So that's kind of the layer in the middle between the two more idealized fantasy layers where those illusions are, and then the reality layer. The layer beneath the leadership layer is the layer that we're all in, just the ordinary layer. We're all in this together. We're all humans. We all experience the same turmoil, stressors, emotional conflict, all of that. And nobody's really above anybody else. And I think that's the layer that reality is existing at as we get to know each other. And so these fantasy layers, the mythic layer, the romantic layer where we idealize people, we see them better than they actually may be, or we see only their good qualities and kind of overlook some of their shortcomings and flaws. I think all of that gets sifted out at this human layer. But the price of entry is that emotional clash where your idealization of the person or the group or the situation has to yield to what the situation actually is, what the people actually are. And you find that out through dialogue, seeing from different perspectives, trying to understand what it looks like from the other person's side, and through doing that problem solving, zooming out, spreading everything on the table, seeing what parts you're working with, rebuilding them in different ways, that kind of stuff. To get to that human layer, which I think we're all trying to get to because that's where the healing is. We're kind of realizing no one person is running this. There's this creative force greater than any one of us if we know how to tap into it and start riding those currents and flowing with it. And I think that it's the layer where we get to learn who each other is as they really are. And so to move around in that layer, you have to give up those ideals, those illusions. You have to leave them at the door. And that is a very painful process. We violently want to hang on to who we think somebody is, especially if that is serving our own psychological needs, to have them be that role for us. Or that personality or that quality, whatever they represent. So that's kind of the topic for today, is being aware of when we're dealing with an illusion that maybe needs to be let loose and set aside as part of an old self so that the new self can get to know the reality of a person. And you, through that process, you're going to get to know the new self. You're going to get to know the self without that illusion. Your relationship with that person or that group or that whatever is going to be built on a more secure foundation with deeper potential than if it was just based on your illusion of them, and then you either get pleasure when they're staying in line with your illusion, or you've experienced inner disruption when they don't. That to me is a very inferior way to live than the way I just described, where you actually get to know who they are. You adjust your illusions, you cut them loose when you need to, and you build the relationship on something secure based on actual knowledge. So there you go. That's the topic. Of course, you're free to come up and talk about anything you want, share art, read poetry, tell us about your day. So we have Moose Radio going, which we could use for Jazzercise. But before that, I wanted to revisit one of his earlier videos because it every time I watch it, it amazes me at how relevant it is to what we talk about here. In fact, it could be used as a visual illustration of everything I'm trying to say or have been lately. It's the Virgo rising one. It's the first one in the series he was doing on my birth chart. And I'm going to put the captions on this time so you can see the lyrics. But the concept kind of is you have this higher problem solving brain. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is the intellect. And the Virgos are your analyzers, your critics, your thinkers, the ones that like to take data and information and play with it and see patterns and all of that. And I'm Virgo rising. I have a very strong Mercury, and I do that. I tend to zoom back and problem solve. But underneath all that is the raging beast, and I think Moose captures it very well visually in the video. So the video kind of shows a person that's trying to use that problem solving layer to manage the beast that's always ready to rise, because the beast does not have the level of analysis that the Virgo rise. In this case, it's me with antlers. That's the Virgo aspect. The beast doesn't have the insight that the Virgo, right, the Mercury has. And so in the video, you can kind of see the Virgo character, which is me with the antlers, using the insight and information and analysis and problem solving to try to work with the beast. You can't control the beast, but you can kind of guide and manage it. And so I thought it would be a good one to watch in light of what we've been talking about. So here is Virgo rising. I'm going to take a little intermission, come back, and we'll do some Jazzercise. Did I drop the link, by the way? Let me get that put in there. Oh, I guess I did, because there's somebody in the back. Hey, can you stay in the back for just a second? I'm going to play this video, and then, because I need to go take an intermission. And then I'll let both of us back up. I'm going to drop myself. Wait, what am I doing wrong? Oh. Oh, I think I posted the link under the wrong... No, I haven't. Never mind. Okay. All right, I'll be right back. Here's the video, and then we can both come back up. And mostly pay attention to like the higher problem solving layer versus the beast waiting to act impulsively at any second based on random fantasy illusions about the world. All right, here we go.
In a dream, clean and bright, set against the coming night. This earthly plane, this measured grid where every imperfection's hid. But this quiet, steady hand is built to manage and command a sleeping power, core and deep. The secrets that the surface keep, every detail on the list tames the darkness, the abyss. Pluto on the self resides, controls the turning of the tides. A pressure building from within, a constant need to shed my skin. This need for order, sharp and vast, is how I make the vessel last. And Lilith's ghost, a wild design, a glitch that lives between the lines. A primal code I must refine, make the dual message shine. Because this quiet, steady hand is built to manage and command a sleeping power, core and deep. The secrets that the surface keep, every detail on the list tames the darkness, the abyss. Tames the darkness, the abyss. The stage is clean, the plan is set, but the pressure's rising from the deep.
I love. Where am I? Hello? Oh, I love that Jesus. Um, I'm glad he didn't make him explode. I just noticed how many of Moose's videos have people that explode into like cosmic energy. Their personas explode, and there's all this power and energy behind them. And then the deep, was it the deep? How did he say it? A power deep something. I was thinking that's the beast, but it's also creative power and the connection between creativity and that side of us. Can we have full creativity without that energy being part of it? Because you need the full range of yourself to have full creativity. So, true artists, in a way, almost have to embrace the devil, that side of them, to fully do their art. Maybe that's where you get the stories of the deals with the devil. Who's the, is it Vesuvius, the violinist, Paganini? And then they had the Charlie Daniels, Devil Went Down to Georgia, which is a modern variation of it. But where some artist makes a deal with the devil to make their art better, do great art. And it works, but then it means you have to embrace that side of you, that power deep. So anyway, there's that. We had someone in the back. If you still want to come up, this is a perfect time. I'd love to check in with you. I do enjoy your travel journals that you share. Other than that, I'm just doing. Oh, Jazzercise. We got to do that too. I'm just doing the little hangout thing. Um. Oh, not to overmoose you guys, but it's just convenient to use his music. But it's a metal song right now, so I think I'm gonna wait for something dancey. The world is built by builders, not by failures just like you. Oh, it's one about the snakes in the tall grass. Sorry, I'm bopping to it right now. You know what? What the hell? There's nothing else going on. Here you go. And I'll just jazzercise with
Keep on watching. Keep on hating while I keep on creating. The grass is getting shorter now, and I can see you clearly. Slither on.
You could dance to this. Gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, man. It just. Uh, it hits my brain with so much pleasure at once. In all kind of ways. This dancing. Oh, this is the one with our Panoverse celebrity, Miss Snowfire herself. Look at that image. I just realized I'm streaming other people's content for my show, which is one thing I pride myself on not doing. But my God, look at this content. And it's really just for the music.
You see calmness, think it's quiet. It's the foundation of a riot. I am the bedrock mountain high. I am strength they seek to find under Taurus moon. I won't break. This is the power that I made.
I love the screaming. I'm so glad he threw that in there. And that staircase. I want that in my house.
Ambition, I rise, building legacies. That's why you see my smile, think it's fake.
Oh, this is so good. I could even listen to this as a song. I love that craft scene. Taurus moon. Oh, I love this. Oh, God. This is my favorite part. Watch out for the abyss. Lady, be careful. Don't fall into it. Don't even look into it. No. Oh, it's a rainbow. Oh, my God. I would have jumped in a long time ago. You did the right thing. Into the abyss. Out to the other side. Man, I really intended to just turn this on and have the music in the background. It's almost impossible to turn away from this music. Mesmerizing, hypnotic, enchanting, even for a gay man. It must be all the pretty lights, colors. Yes, she is becoming very much our goddess. At least our celebrity. I could see her like walking through the Panoverse signing autographs. And she'll get her own little gold star on somebody's channel. Alright, I'll just do music for this one. Alright, this is our Jazzercise portion of the show. Welcome. You can come up and dance. Oh, okay, Steve, that sounds good. I'd love to check in. In the meantime, I'll just keep the space going with my magical Jazzercise hours. Oh, this is more of like a ballad. Slow. This is where you. I never really asked guys to dance. I was too shy, believe it or not. But I would try to get them to ask me to dance. And every now and then, I remember my first slow dance. The guy. It was the first night I went to a gay bar. It was some little queens. They were like little Madonna queens. But I had never danced with a guy before. He said, "What do you want to try?" And we went on the dance floor. It was nice. I like slow dancing. Fast dancing. When I wasn't good at slow dancing, I just kind of hold the person this way. And of course, I would try to have a conversation while we're dancing. Most people just wanted to stand there quietly and dance. I'm gonna sit for this. We'll have a little cool down. In fact, I'll put it on pause. Once we get here, let me just do this. Once we get a dance song, I'll start it up again. Dancing with the world. Where are you? I want to dance with the world. I guess I kind of am right now. Come and dance with us. Dance with me. Dance with me. Sometimes they would play disco at work over they had like some kind of, I guess, radio service that would just pump music in. Mostly 80s, 70s. But every now and then they'd play some disco. You could just tell, you could feel the vibe shift in the store. Everybody'd be, or I would. Well, what's going on with your day today? Anybody want to talk about that? This is kind of the space to set the tone for your day. Hang out with other people. Have some good conversation. The Zoom that I started during COVID, we started with morning coffee. That's how it started. I committed to being there, I think it was 6:30 every morning for coffee, and then one person showed up and started doing it with me. And eventually another person would drop by, and 2 or 3 other people, and we'd have regulars come back now and then, and it grew, and then we eventually started doing it longer during the day, and then we added evening shifts, and eventually became 24 hours. So it just takes an idea, a person, another person, 2 people. That's it. And commitment. Oklahoma. Oh, talking. Are you dancing in the middle of Oklahoma? That sounds cooler than anything I'm going to be doing all day. Man, I love this YouTube. It's like a little window into not only America, but the world, to people. It's a living encyclopedia of people. I like this one, I think. Is this the cupcakes? No, it's the other one with the snakes. Well, I hope you keep dancing in the middle of Oklahoma. It's adding some good energy down there. And at one point, if I'm really trying to get this community to grow, and I'm thinking of making a road trip to help it start growing in person. But eventually, my vision is to have in-person versions of this all over the country, where people can like sync up in person and do similar things. So this will be the virtual hub, and then there'll be an in-person part of the network that people can hook up with. And then so maybe we could do an Oklahoma chapter, and you could all go dance and talk to trees. How cool would that be? And do the trees talk back? Do you have any wisdom from the trees to share? Or any poetry? All right. I'll be out later today. Today we're building our boat in the workshop. It's going to be the last open one. Starting tomorrow, it's going to be our new membership tier. So you'll have to be part of the $4.99 membership to access those. That's where we do all of our learning and building and talking in depth about the concepts and topics and tools that I'm trying to offer here. And then tonight, we're going to do... The evening thing is morphing. It started out as a community campfire for people to show up and talk and tell their stories and get support and kind of connect and build community. But it's becoming a salon for artists and creative people. And so I'm trying to figure out whether to have two separate evening streams or just have one big stream where we start with conversation and then we segue into a salon. So that's what the day looks like for me and the channel. It's pretty much going to be the same each day for a while. I'm trying to get some stability, some structure. And we have our collaboration contest happening. From what I hear, I've been deliberately not trying to spy on my competition. And so I've been staying away from being too curious what other people are doing. But I get little peeks now and then. And it looks like they're working on some good stuff. I think we're going to have a very entertaining lineup next Sunday. So I'll probably be working on that some today as well. So that's life in the Panelverse for me. How is it for you? What's going on? Oh, hang on. There might be a dance song. Oh, this is another astrology video. I'm going to put it on for the dance. For the music. There we go. I can work with this.
Strip the layers, find the fire, vitality, my one desire, purpose humming in the code to carry.
Moose, thank you so much for the videos and the content. If you ever need me to go on your panel and be content for you one day, I will do it happily. You can barter. I can't do any. I can't deliver anything even close to this. I can do my thing. This is exactly the kind of culture I was hoping to take hold of. It's empowering. It helps people, I don't know, go deeper into themselves. It helps people feel not as alone because they all connect to the
holds the grudge so tight and pushes back against the light. Can I let the fortress go, embrace the wound and let it grow?
It's doing everything good art as far as its relation to community building.
Resilience is the life I've earned from every single bridge I burn. My strength is in the
Resilience is the life I've earned from every single bridge I've burned. That's exactly what I was talking about. I want those amps. I want light up amps. Thank you, AI, for giving me the prototype. For giving Moose the prototype. Channel. Moose could do an entire Jazzercise video with these characters, and they just walk you through like little exercises with all the cool graphics and music in the background. Moose, I think I just unlocked a new avenue. Jazzercise with Moose.
Transmission.
I'll be your Richard Simmons if you need to. We can put the light up antlers on me. I got my cute little workout shorts. I don't know if y'all can see it. And let's make something happen. Too bad we didn't get paired up, huh? Look at that. Oh my God. Like, how can you not see that and not want that in person? All right. There was our little dance segment. I'm going to go another 15 minutes. I like to do at least an hour in the morning.
They see the cross.
And then if somebody wants to come up, I can always extend it.
Born in the grid where the steel frames rust. Learn the city's heartbeat and the violence in the dust. Every slight, every lie, just a brick I laid with trust in myself and no one else from the dawn until the dust. They threw their stones. I built a fort. They drew their lines insane. I built a damn fortress with my own two bleeding hands.
The Supreme Court said that the gays could stay married. That's the big news here in America. Which, you know, at this point, nobody worries about this.
Crown wasn't given, it was paid for in the dark.
Even transness itself is becoming normalized. The activism stuff, I think it's still getting. I don't think people have a problem working with around shopping around
So let him stare at this throne of scar. Let him count the battles that I won beneath the star.
America, to me, when I grew up in, has always been kind of the principle of live and let live.
Everyone's a jewel that says
I let you do your thing, you let me do my thing. Y'all coexist.
These marks on my soul, they ain't for show, they ain't for shame. They're the map of every hell I walk through, whispering my name. I am the architect of all my pain and all my might. Forged in the pressure, born to own.
It's when people don't do, it's when they don't leave you alone to do your thing that the problem starts.
Every single scar, a testament. My throne.
And I don't care if somebody's trans,
my kingdom,
whatever they want to do with their bodies.
Built from nothing.
Don't tell me how to talk.
Nothing.
Don't tell me how to think. Don't tell me I have to see somebody or something.
Go from nothing.
I have my own eyes and my own mind and all of that, my own opinions.
Yeah.
So you can't bully me into your dogma. That's my issue with it. It's not the
Yo, the calendar flip to A is fix a seed
state of
planted in the
trans.
dust from
And
CI
it's
to
not
envy
even
the way
trans.
built
I
the
would say
sound
that
fueled
about
by
any of
distrust.
the
We moved the
activism. The
volume,
racial
broke the rules,
activism.
but the ledger looked too thin. A shadow manager
It's
on the
sexual
clock, counting
activism.
what should have been. I walked the line,
Like
felt the hook, a young
feminism,
mind
that
stripped
kind
of
of stuff.
aid. Where were the shepherds, the wise men when the contract wasn't paid? I asked the rabbis and the scholars, where is the righteous
I think
code?
we're
Do
in
you
our rap
condone the hungry
portion
man
of
who
the
steals the seed we sowed? We were street prophets with a purpose, singing to the wall. They packaged the
Ice
anger,
Cube
sold the
song.
fuse, and watched the community fall. There's a silent silver thread that binds the
Well, you know
labels
what?
to
I
the
have
lie,
pseudo
and I've
music.
seen a blueprint.
I'll do one more jazzercise, and then we can start winding down. I hope y'all got a little bit of inspiration or something out of this. I'm just trying to start the day and keep the community going. It'd be cool, you know, it would be really cool. This is my dream vision. Is we have a little network of us, like 5 or 6 channels, and it'll be like an all-day radio. We each take a spot, so I could have like the morning spot to get the day started, and then I can hand you over to some other channel that has a regular spot about something else, and then they pass it off. And so throughout the day, and then I could come back in the afternoon and do my little workshop thing, and then hand that off. So with a network, we would have a 24-hour. We'd have 24-hour content, and we would have a 24-hour space for people to hang out in. But it wouldn't have to be just on one channel. But we could always stream it to a second channel. You think hip hop's on its way out finally? Is AI gonna kill hip hop? I was around for the birth of hip hop. I was around for Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang, Blondie, Rapture. I remember all those on the radio, listened to them in the car when they came out, when they were actual new release hits. And I was around for Beastie Boys and Run DMC, both in 1986. I remember when the rap hit the dorms, hit the classrooms, hit people's trucks. They were thumping it. My little small redneck town, they were thumping Run DMC and the Beastie Boys in their little trucks. So it's been around for a while, and the first wave or so was good, but after that, I just couldn't relate to it. I just didn't know what I was listening to or how to appreciate it. Except for Eminem. I liked Eminem. I loved 8 Mile. Yep. And of course, don't forget Luke Skywalker and the Two Life Crew. I was in high school when that came out, and they would play it after school. They couldn't wait to get to their cars in the parking lot and start turning it on and blasting it before the teachers would come out and fuss. And so all the kids would be driving away from school listening to their Two Life Crew. Hey, I want some. Hey, I want some. That one. And they had a few others. She really did. But she got it from Grandmaster or Curtis Blow, one of them. They played in the same clubs, and she saw him perform and liked what he was doing and had the idea to incorporate it into one of her songs. But it was one of the first recorded examples of rap, which was more of like a live genre in the city at the time. Yeah, Rapture. 1980 from their Auto American album. That's the same way with The Tide is High, and came out just after Call Me, the big hit from was it American Gigolo that she did with Giorgio Moroder. It was a single, and I think they tacked it onto the album eventually. Oh my God, with the little hot daddy Frank. We were all over that one. In fact, it spurred a whole monologue on where do you draw the line with sexiness between humans and AI? Because that was one hot little AI character. And could I see myself on a date with somebody like that, or would it have to be a real human? And the line is getting very blurry. Because I imagine you do your own thumbnails too, right? You run a prompt through some kind of image program. So is the AI, is the visuals your work as well? Like the little dude with the martini? He was, it was sexy time. It was. Oh, well, keep working on the daddies. You might have found your niche. I look forward to see the next one. Boobs are your thing, daddies are mine. I'm trying to I'm trying to deliver on the boobs. Wait till you see this judges panel. Was that sexist? Oh my god. I can't believe I said that. Denizen's gonna be on it too. Don't worry. And the audience. There'll be plenty of boobs. Snowfire is probably gonna be at half these projects anyway, so. All right, 9 more minutes, folks. 9 more minutes. Then you're free. So am I. No, seriously, thank y'all for showing up in the morning and hanging out. I know we're doing something different here, but give it time. Good things are happening. I noticed that because I think, this is what I think. I think chicken holds the whip in that relationship. Femdom. That's what I'm getting out of this storyline. Sexy time has a whole new meaning. And I was trying to think of some genres for you, and I thought of one the other day and I forgot it, but I was going to pass it on to you. No, they cannot be interchangeable, and I'll tell you why. Ad revenue. We're trying to get you a sponsorship. They already are having distinct personalities and storyline, and people are starting to talk and wonder and ask questions. So you can't fold them back into interchangeable mediocrity now. They're becoming too distinct as characters. So you have to, this is that submitting to the process we've been talking about. I know you think they're one thing in your head. That's an illusion you're just going to have to let die. Chicken and cow are taking on lives of their own. You're just the midwife. Just Frank. All right. Longest 7 minutes of the world. Let's see what I could do. Oh, Jazzercise. Yeah, I was going to do that. Hang on. Let's see. Do I have a fresh new song I could use, or are we still going to be dancing in our boogie shoes, drinking cherry soda pop? What the hell? Let's end on a very bold note today. Oh, I don't even need Suno for this. Hang on. Oh, dude, Frank, that Clan song was off the chain. And the charts, and the hook, all at the same time. Wow, that was a whole entire, like, epic storyline. Brought to life by song, and then I think I might have danced a little bit to it, so you could technically say song and dance. Here we go. Let's get the blood pumping in all the best way. Get your leg warmers dusted off, your leotards on, your headbands. Here we go, guys.
The world is changing, changing fast. You lost your job, that's in the past. This could be.
Thank y'all for being here this morning. I hope your day is as wonderful as mine is turning out to be just from doing this show.
Be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Come dance with us every morning.
We're a creature.
Hear some poetry, listen to some music, watch some awesome AI videos created by members of this community and the Panelverse. We are not just a bunch of fat, bald, internet loser shut-ins. We do have talent and skill and ability, and sometimes we can even work together. I'll be out later today. Talk about how to build a boat, a vessel, to safely navigate these Panelverse currents. And then tonight we'll do some community conversation and some more salon.
This could be the best thing that ever happened to you. This could be the best thing
It is the best
that
thing.
ever happened to you. No more 9 to 5.
Wait, what is slap and plug?
No more 9 to 5. That clock is done.
Frank, I want you to come on one day and so I can interview you about your process.
Out there and make a life that's fun. This could be the best thing that ever happened. Best thing that ever happened to you.
Man, I don't have the stamina I used to.
This could be the best thing that ever happened.
Oh, a funky bass. Okay. I'm looking forward. Are we getting funky? Funky cow? Funky chicken? Funky chicken. Remember that? Did they have that in Canada? All right. 2 more minutes and we are done. This is a mental health channel. The mental health happens as soon as the stream ends. All right, let's see. I do not have much else. Can we expect some more cow and chicken today? By the evening, you could add it to this evening's salon. People will come for that. They will show up for that. We're gonna start selling. We're gonna be able to start selling tickets soon. If the super chats get up to $15, we'll get a new cow and chicken release. That's how you do it. You start putting this. You give them just enough to whet their appetites. You create a market. You create a demand, and then you start trickling out behind a paywall. At least that's what I've gleaned from this business thing. Oh, Frank, I wonder if there's a way to pay your subscription. If we couldn't like do a little crowdfunding to get some of our artists, like if you're a regular artist that contributes regularly, daily or weekly or whatever, starting some kind of little donation thing to get your monthly fees funded so that you could keep making the art. I think that's a very reasonable thing for a community to do for its artists. So look into the pricing and see if something like that sounds feasible to you. And then maybe we can find a way to pay your monthly subscription, and that way you would get a lot more credits. It's not charity. We are getting something from you. This is not charity. This is us trying to find a way to keep all the good stuff you're bringing coming, and maybe even more. Because if you do the paid version, you get that V5 engine, and it gives you way better quality of song. It's a better AI. And so what you're doing now is just with the free engine, but they have a more advanced engine that's going to be able to do even more creative stuff with the music. Well, just think about it. It's on the table. It's something I'd be willing to try to do. All right, we're at an hour. We can all disperse now. Have a great day, whether you spend it in the panelverse or the real world or some kind of hybrid combination of both. We're all people. Let's all try to stay connected. Let's all try to help each other grow. And let's all try to help each other continue to make this fantastic, amazing art that we're all seeing. Take care, everybody, and see you later today.